Next up in the Radiance range is Yokohama BJ Blues from 1981. This film stars Yutsuya Masuda as BJ, our titular character, a somewhat investigator, a somewhat singer, and a kind of jazz bandit as well. This is a film that is very much etched in neo-noir and feels very akin to The Long Goodbye. And that's a good thing, because it really does match up to that film a lot. And it's the kind of freeness that the film has throughout it to tell its story. I mean, it can focus on plot points, and then it just meanders away into something that's really kind of fun as we watch our character almost float through this investigation, discovering various aspects, or just singing his songs, or doing what he has to do to survive. It becomes a kind of free-flowing experience as we kind of discover this character, what drives him, and all the moving parts that are going on round about him. Now, for the main part, he's investigating a young boy who's ran away and discovers that he's joined a Yakuza clan. And when he is talking to one of his friends, obviously a police officer, his friend is murdered, saving him at the same time, and he then goes on an investigation to figure out why his friend was targeted, why he was murdered, and if he can avenge him. It's a straightforward plot, and in that regards, it doesn't offer much in the form of newness. It's a typical story, something you've probably seen before many times. What brings this one to the forefront for me is Matsuda, the use of music throughout the film, the way it kind of feels as if it's just floating through its own tale, and the excitement it has in some of the action set pieces, as well as being ridiculously funny at times as well. This is a hazy, melancholic setting that we're in. You're never quite sure whether it's morning, whether it's afternoon, whether it's night. It's drizzled streets, soaked with rain, as our character walks everywhere. It's a character that never sets foot in a car. He's always just walking to whatever location he needs to get to. Even though you have an idea that this is a sprawling metropolis that they're in, he's always on foot, always powering towards his next port of call. But there is a kind of magnetism to the film. Like, it draws you in while watching this character. Even though it has this on-point pacing, it feels as if it takes little detours, and although they're not connected to 100% to the main story, they're intriguing nonetheless. This idea of music entangled with the film, and when he's singing his songs, he's putting this really raspy soul voice into it, really hitting all the right notes while singing a song that's thematically appropriate for the film. It has these wonderful sequences that are just terrific and build upon this, and it's a great character. Like I said, it is ridiculously funny, like a kind of black comedy at certain moments. There is a time where he is in a situation with a gang he doesn't want to be in. He has to go use the toilet, and for no reason other than just to annoy someone, he steals all the toilet roll. And then that cuts to like a fun sequence of this head gang member like stuck in the toilet with nothing to take care of his business. Ridiculously funny, not needed, but adds a hell of a lot to the character. And that's what this does wonderfully well, creating a really fully fledged character who has these emotions, has this honour and loyalty and determination to figure out what happened to his friend. Why did it happen? And if there's anything he can do to get back to that. I was absolutely marvelled by this film. It was captivating right from the off, in the same way that The Long Goodbye is. It's that kind of just drawn into the mystery, and before you know it, you are 100% hooked and need to see where this goes. Terrific stuff. Let's dive into the disc of Yokohama BJ Blues. Here we are in the disc of Yokohama BJ Blues. Let's go to the special features. First up we have Marihemi. The lead actress discusses the making of the film, her experiences working with the star and director. Filmed exclusively for Radiance in 2024. Runs at 30 minutes, 48 seconds. She talks a little bit about her career, where she was at the time where she made this, how she wanted to get into musicals, and also about meeting Yusaka the first time, and how he was really an imposing figure, much different than what she expected. Next we have Tsuyoshi Maruyama. The film scriptwriter talks about the project's origins, evolution of the story from idea to film, and his close collaboration and friendship with Yusuke Matsuda. This is 22 minutes, 31 seconds, and he spends a bit of time talking about his relationship with Yusuke and how this film was kind of made from seeing a previous screening of Cruising, how there were elements of The Long Goodbye mixed into this as well, and how they wanted to make a movie that really showed Yokohama and incorporated a lot of music. Next we have Toru Sano. The film critic and author takes us around Yokohama for a tour of the film's locations. And this is 18 minutes, 4 seconds. And it is pretty much a location tour. The kind of things that I really like, especially when it's a place that I've never seen or maybe never see, and seeing how things have evolved since the film's shot there. There is also a trailer, and in this set is a 28-page booklet which has a wonderful essay on Mitsuru Kurosawa, unsung producer who created so many wonderful films, and a review of Yokohama BJ Blues from 1981, which is a terrific read as well. And that's the extras for this film. There we have it. Yokohama BJ Blues is out now. Another thorough recommendation. I mean, I put it up there with The Long Goodbye, which is a classic film for me, and I'm saying this is just as good. High praise indeed. I'd love to know your thoughts on Yokohama BJ Blues, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there's more content up here if you're interested, and don't forget in the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.